Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Norton, he's in at center. Jones is out there with Ellis. And there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the 2. And for the Bruins, we've got Free. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 down low.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever.
Here's Starks. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Pass to Barton. They double him with Freak. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. And another miss by UCLA. And that one comes up a bit short. The Bruins leading by 6. And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah, Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros. All of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
Norton in at center. Jones is out there with Ellis, and it's Knight in at the point. Here's Flash. Here's Norton. Good.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Got a piece of it. Goes up at the stripe. Morris with the rebound. Here's UCLA. Pass to Looney. Here's Free. Here's Roberts. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bruins.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Campbell is checked in for UCLA. Porter comes in for Barton. Flash passes to Freak, knocked away. .146 left in the second half of basketball. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
To the paint. Here's Roberts. No good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. To the inside. Fast break UCLA. Porter's running. Roberts passes to Free. Out to the right wing. Shot by Roberts, no good.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt.
Crawford kicks to Ellis. Dishes to Crawford. Now the feed to Freak. A 3-pointer off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection. It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Morris is checked in for Porter. And he is unable to get the second one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it to Freak. Ring shot on the way. Here's Ellis. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
They have got to put a body on it because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Inside, Norton. Good!
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And there's the whistle. That goes on flash. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
A tough break there, Kevin, but frankly, they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit anyhow.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. 5 seconds left to play in the second half. Jones from outside. No good. So it's UCLA picking up the win. Holcomb. Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
On the court for Michigan, Holcomb in its center. Ellis is out there with Jones, and there's Flash, and it's Crawford at shooting guard.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete. I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Edwards passes to Ford, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Ellis outside. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution.
Texas leading by 3. On the court for Michigan. Holcomb, he's in at center. Jones is out there with Cunningham. And there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
That drops. Freak's got 5 points so far.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Warwick. And here's Edwards. Pass to Ellis. Here's Ford. And again, it's the Longhorns from deep.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Freak's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. And it's Ellis penetrating, shoots from 14. Offensive rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice.